There's a profound difference between looking intelligent and actually being intelligent. We live in a loud world where everyone wants to be the smartest person in the room. We fear being laughed at. We fear being doubted. But true wisdom, it doesn't need an audience. It doesn't need applause. Sometimes, the most powerful move you can make is to let the world think you are a fool, all while you quietly hold the winning hand. Today's tale is about the strategic power of patience. It's a story about a boy who understood that ego is the enemy of profit. In the heart of an ancient, sprawling empire, there was a man named Counselor Kale. He was brilliant, a master strategist whom the emperor trusted with his life. No war was declared, and no law was passed without Kale's approval. Naturally, this kind of influence breeds envy. The other nobles in the court smiled at Kale to his face, but behind closed doors, they despised him. They were desperate for a way to bring him down, or at least to bruise his pride. One afternoon, the emperor summoned Kale to the throne room. He looked amused. "Kale," the emperor began, leaning forward, "you are undoubtedly the sharpest mind in my kingdom, but your son, Elian, well, the apple seems to have fallen very far from the tree." Kale was taken aback. "Your Highness, my son is young, but surely not incompetent." The emperor chuckled. "I'm not so sure. Every morning when I stroll through the city gardens, I see Elian sitting there. To amuse myself, I offer him a choice. I hold out a large gold doubloon in one hand and a small silver shilling in the other. I ask him to take the one that is worth more." The court nobles began to snicker as the emperor continued. "And every single day, your son grabs a small silver coin and runs away happy. He doesn't seem to know that gold is worth 10 times as much." The entire room erupted in laughter. Kale stood there, face burning with humiliation, unable to say a word. That evening, Kale returned home, his mind racing. He found Elian sitting quietly in his room, reading. "Elian," Kale said, his voice stern, "I need you to answer me truthfully. Do you know the difference between gold and silver?" Elian looked up, confused. "Of course, father. Gold is rare and carries much higher value." Kale frowned deeply. "Then why do you humiliate us every morning in front of the emperor? He offers you a fortune, yet you pick the cheap silver coin. The whole court thinks you are simple-minded." Elian didn't get defensive. He didn't argue. Instead, a small, knowing smile played on his lips. He stood up, walked over to his closet, and dragged out a heavy iron chest. He unlocked the latch and threw it open. Kale gasped. Inside, the chest was overflowing with silver shillings, hundreds of them, shimmering in the candlelight. "Father," Elian explained calmly, "the first time the emperor offered me the coins, I did the math instantly. If I take the gold coin, the emperor will think, 'Ah, the boy is smart, and the game will end.' I would walk away with one gold coin, and he would never offer me the choice again." Elian picked up a handful of silver coins and let them rain back into the box. "But," he continued, "by taking the silver, I make the emperor feel superior. He gets a laugh. He thinks I'm a fool, and he comes back the next day to do it again. I would rather collect a silver coin every single day for years than take a gold coin once and ruin the opportunity. They laugh at my intelligence, but I am the one filling the treasury." Kale stared at his son, his shame instantly replaced by immense pride. He realized that Elian possessed a rare kind of wisdom, the ability to suppress his ego for a greater reward. Elian wasn't just collecting money. He was practicing the art of the long game. He was willing to look stupid in the short term to win in the long term. From that day forward, when the nobles whispered jokes about his son, Counselor Kale didn't get angry. He just smiled. He knew something they didn't. While they were busy laughing, his son was busy winning. In life, you will encounter people who talk loud and show off to prove their worth. And then, There are those like Elian, people who remain silent, who don't mind being underestimated, and who focus entirely on the results. Don't feel the need to correct every misconception people have about you. You don't need to prove you're smart to everyone you meet. Sometimes it pays to play the fool. Let them have their laugh. You keep the silver. Eventually, your results will scream louder than their opinions ever could. If this story shifted your perspective on patience and ego, hit that like button so we can share this message with more people. And tell me in the comments, have you ever let someone underestimate you just to prove them wrong later? I'd love to hear your story.